And then the second plot was the girl not wanting to have sex and her boyfriend very much wanting to.
I don't... Yeah,
That's the plot I got. That's the only one I understood without German subtitles.
war sehr penetrant.
Such a good pun.
This is FFPÖ, your primary source for Austrian film and TV critique, where two minds come together to take apart the work of people who actually matter.
Welcome back to a new episode of FFPÖ. My name is Paul and this is episode 78, recorded on the 25th of May 2018.
Didn't you say 75?
No, it's 1975 that the episode came out, but it's episode
cool.
78.
So
God damn it, woman!
Already.
Every fucking co-host nowadays I have fucks up my intro recording every single time. And we have a new co-host with us. It is...
Lisa.
Do you have a stage name? Is Lisa your stage name?
No, my stage name is my normal name, Lisa Frischemeier. But even in normal life, I tend to just mumble my surname because it's so long.
Yeah, Frischemeier.
Frischemeier. Works perfectly.
The fresh maker.
Yeah, or the fresh max.
Fresh to the max?
No, like fresh, an M, and then X.
What are Meyers? What is that?
I think Meyers were the people who like produced milk and cheese.
Meyeran?
Yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And we did it very fresh.
Yeah, you. I don't know. Sometimes with cheese, you don't want fresh cheese. You want one that's like 6 months old.
Yeah, but you don't want milk 6 month old, do you?
That's fair enough.
Which is kind of
cheese. Yes, yeah. All you end up is cheese. In Australia, they now have, since the 80s, I think, they sell radioactive milk or irradiated milk, and it doesn't turn into cheese.
Okay.
It doesn't get moldy. It just gets
better.
No, it just turns. The milk wants to go bad, but it can't. But so it's in this limbo state of not edible, but kind of still looking edible.
My family has nothing to do with that.
Okay, yeah. Your fresh Meyers would never do that. You would never spoil the good name of Frischemeier with radioactive milk.
No.
Also, worst origin story for a Marvel superhero. Drank some radioactive milk. Cow man.
Good idea.
So bad. I mean, it would be a German superhero's origin or an Austrian superhero origin. It's like a milk dairy product or some sausage, some sort of sausage that transforms you into your superhero and that gives you the power.
And then when you're vegan, and then something for vegans as well.
I mean, you can have tofu sausage, a radioactive tofu sausage.
Sounds perfect.
Sounds delicious. Yeah. Munch down on that sausage. All right. And we watched the first episode of the hit Austrian TV-show, Mundl, echter Wiener, geht nicht, unter.
I had so much fun.
Yes, season 1, episode 1, Salt of the Earth was the episode title. And he truly is the salt of the earth, because you shouldn't salt earth. All that happens is that Carthago doesn't get rebuilt for another 400 years. That's a Roman history reference for all your listeners out there.
Smart asses out there.
On the guy of Wikipedia.
I'm still not sure if it was meant to be satire or not, or the amount of
it has some satirical notes, definitely, but I think the goal was to have a very faithful representation of 1970s working class families.
Yeah, I think if they would have spoken standard German, it could be from the Ruhr area where I grew up.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean,
relate.
We all look the same. We all look the same at the end. They all look like, again, fancy potatoes with mustaches painted on.
Yeah.
That's also our main character's trait. Mundl, the main protagonist, I guess. Choleric protagonist.
Oh, was he choleric?
Oh, so choleric.
Or just male? I'm not sure.
Just a regular...
Sure. Isn't that the same?
You mean an angry 1970s disenfranchised alt-right male? Yeah, that's basically him. Oh, it's amazing. The way he is written really makes you dislike him in certain aspects nowadays.
Was there any character in the show you didn't dislike?
The old guy?
Oh, the oldest son. Was it the oldest son?
No, the oldest son. I hate
the old guy who was the rich one.
The rich one.
You like the rich one.
The relatively rich one. Which is also...
I get it. So you just dislike...
He's the Einstein of being rich. He's relatively rich.
Poor people. You just dislike poor people.
Yes. I mean, come on. Look at this. Look at this palace. Shit. Let's move on to our first subject. Plots.
Was there a plot?
We have 3. First, we have they are planning the first proper holiday.
Yeah.
And they want a family holiday in the summer because finally they can afford it.
Yeah.
And they want to go to Italy, which was back then the domain to go to. If you're working class and you can't afford anything else, you have to go to Italy because...
It's so close.
First of all that, and the Cold War is still going on, so you can't go to Croatia.
Fair point.
Because Croatia is nowadays the Italy of the Adriatic Sea nowadays.
And then the second plot was the girl not wanting to have sex and her boyfriend very much wanting to.
I don't... Yeah,
That's a plot I got. That's the only one I understood without German subtitles.
War sehr penetrant.
Such a good pun.
For all the 40% of my listenership who actually understand German, you're welcome, guys. No, but he is... Yeah, exactly. We have this nerd who's in love with... He is definitely...
In love?
Yeah, penis love. He's at least in penis love. Like early...
Compatible pheromones.
I mean, that's... Yes, exactly. Yeah. I mean, I think they're supposed to be like 18 or something like that.
I have no idea.
Of age, I think. Because he lives alone... No, he has his parents.
I think they are like 20, 22.
I think not. I think they're supposed to be really young. I think they haven't finished school yet. Maybe I don't know.
What was common? Like when did you get married? In that time, like because I mean they were talking about marriage. You just wanted to make sure to marry as soon as possible, so you're allowed to fuck.
Yeah, first of all that, and second of all, if this pregnancies thing, you don't want to have a bastard child because everybody will be talking about that. So
that's our life advice today. Marry as early as possible so you don't get a bastard child.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, nip that in the butt. Marry anybody. You can have the child with somebody else. That's a cuckoo child. That's something else. So we have that as a...
Asshole?
No, yeah, well, I don't know. I don't think they tried anal on the first time. I don't think... Or he missed and she was like, yeah, this hurts. I agree. This hurts quite a lot. I mean, he used a tub of Vaseline, but, you know, you can only...
I think they didn't have the tub of Vaseline in the hotel.
I mean, the guy offered, like, toiletries. I think Vaseline would be in there because back then, at least my grandmother used Vaseline just for her hands and for her face, you know, that... She was a farmer, so it doesn't crack up. The problem is Vaseline makes condoms break. But, you know, back then... I just want to make sure. Yeah. No, I'm not an idiot. I mean, you can get a light latex-free condom, and with that one you can use Vaseline, but those are garbage. Latex-free condoms are horrible. They're not. Like, I hate them. I use them. Latex all the way. Latex all the way, baby. Yeah. Latex all the way. But I hate, you know, when I use latex condoms. The problem is my hands smell like they smell when I just cleaned the bathroom because I always wear this gloves, cleaning gloves, and I don't like that association having sex. Okay. Like, I just cleaned the bathroom. Yeah, I mean, let's fuck. Everything's clean now, you know. Everything's bleached out. I want it to be dirty. Oh yeah. Kugelschreiber out with hairspray. What's the English word? Come on, you can do it. I don't know. I have no idea. Pen? Yeah, pretty good. Yeah. A biro would also work. Okay. In old British English, I might. There's a biro, all right. Are you fucking with me because I don't know the English word and you cannot even speak standard German? Just I like this episode. Very careful. Oh, you had so much trouble understanding the people in this one. It was hilarious. We had to scroll back like 5 times and stop, and I'm like, okay, what they just said was this and that. I'm better with Scottish accent than with Austrian. Yeah, I get it. They are talking in a very thick working class dialect.
And I mean, I'm from the Ruhr area, and I cannot even talk the
You can't do a Ruhrpott.
No, I can't do it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
For those people who don't know the Ruhr area, it's basically the Midwest of the United States. Yeah. There was an industry.
Paul Salamoni likes to call it the German New Jersey.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, because everything left since like the 80s. Do they still dig for coal there?
Maybe there are like a few things are still open, but most of them closed down the last couple of years.
Cold story.
Yeah, I know.
Real burner.
Yeah. So interesting.
Yes.
Let's only talk about the Ruhr area.
Yeah. Geography hour with Paul.
Ooh.
Yes. Something else. Those are the two main storylines, I guess.
I think there was another one, but I didn't get it.
Okay.
The one with the weightlifting.
Right, yeah. The oldest son, Kali, and the dad are in a club, in a weightlifting club.
And they're wearing
and it's a family tradition because the granddad already was a famous weightlifter with a ton of medals, and he always taps on the photo of the grandpa, and he's like, "Grandpa would be ashamed of you all if he knew about this."
Or was he wearing a Nazi uniform in this picture?
No, that's too old. If it's the granddad of Mundl, and Mundl was born before the Second World War.
I'm not so good in politics, in history.
Or words, you know. It's all a struggle for me.
I always look on the bright side. I don't care for wars.
You shouldn't look into the light.
Oh God, I hope nobody's watching this.
I can cut stuff out if you want to. I can make you look real smart. It's gonna be a 2-minute episode, but you're gonna look real smart.
Now I understand the concept of the podcast.
I don't know if you get it. Cinematography.
Oh yeah, I like that. It was very greenish.
I think that was just a mistake. I think the lighting guy and the cinematography guy just fucked up. Or you mean the bed sheets and all that stuff that were green?
I mean the color, like it had like a green tint, but at the same time they decided to just choose the interior being green.
Yeah,
which I think is a nice thing to do, like work with what you have.
Oh, and I think green as an interior color is underappreciated nowadays. You don't see a lot of green household objects anymore, and
there's a reason for it.
No. I mean, yes, because there was in the early 2000s when we thought that this bright neon green was really cool, and they put it everywhere for a while. At least in Austria. Like
how can you remember the early 90s?
No, early 2000s.
Oh, early 2000s.
Like 99, 2001. There was this part where they had like bright green and bright orange everywhere.
True.
And those colors also clash like a motherfucker.
Yeah, I think nowadays green is like nowadays you just get plants.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that's
urban jungle, you know.
Yeah. Maybe that's your Berlin influence.
I'm so Berlin.
Urban jungle, you know. Yeah. This is.
I just want to make sure I'm cool.
This is a tomato plant I found in the rural areas of Bolivia. Yeah. I bribed the tribesman there for the seeds of the tomatoes. Yeah. It was very difficult. I had to kill half of the village.
Tomato plants.
I became a warlord for a short while in Bolivia to get those tomato seeds, yeah. But they are really delicious, yeah. I don't know, my Berlin accent, it sounds like just somebody who just got a butt plug stuffed up their ass, and it just set the vibrate setting on the highest end, and that's why I'm talking like this. I don't know if this vibration joke was resonating with the audience. Hey!
It wasn't resonating with me.
Yeah. Not a butt plug girl.
Butt plug girl?
Yeah. Yeah, they had that green tint. Then the camera lingered multiple times.
But we have to point out, I mean, in the Abspann, what is Abspann? Outro?
The end credits.
The end credits. There was only one person responsible for light and only one person responsible for camera.
Shoestring budget. Because it has like 4 locations too.
Yeah.
They're shooting in his house. then the hotel room, one outdoor shot, and the
club,
the weightlifting club, basically. That's it. This is definitely a pilot where they were like not confident, and they were like, all right, I guess we give them a few thousand shilling, and then let's see what
have
they
you
make.
seen their series? Like, have you seen
I've watched
them
a few
all?
episodes. No, I haven't watched it all. It's a lot. It's a lot, and also, well, not a lot, but still for an Austrian show, quite a lot. And there's so much other stuff I have to cover. And again, when I was a kid, they only had reruns of like the most famous episodes.
Okay.
They never showed the whole season.
Yeah. But this is definitely the episode you want to watch when you grow up. You learn so much about gender,
how to disrespect women properly, how to talk over women properly,
how to trick them into sex.
Yes.
I like you. I just really like you.
How women can trick their parents into bringing their boyfriends to the vacation. Yeah. That's also a very important lesson. That crying solves anything for a woman.
Yeah.
What else is really important?
That first time having sex is awesome, even though it hurts. But if you love each other.
Yeah, it never sucks. Yeah. But you have to get engaged right afterwards, otherwise you're angering God. Yeah, exactly. You're pleasing Satan.
And I think what you really learn, and this is very important for you guys, if a woman doesn't want to have sex, just ask. Ask again and again and again. Yeah. And you will get her.
Yeah. Maybe do it in sort of a kind of riddle or like a trick question. Yeah. Where she's like, no, yes, I don't know, fuck.
And prepare.
Oh, you said fuck? All right.
Yeah.
That's consent.
And prepare very good arguments. Like, my mom is at the cinema today and she will only get back at 10 p.m.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
That's such a good argument. I don't know why she didn't fall for that in the first place.
Yeah, cinematography. Yeah, there was a bunch of continuity errors you
this
picked up.
This seems way too real. I have to.
Yeah, you needed to see it through orange tinted glasses.
Yeah. I'm so smart.
Like you picked out that the cigarette butts were like sometimes at full length, and then they went down to nothing, and then back to like half.
Yeah.
And the guy at the club who played the piano, who got slapped on in one scene, a guy slaps him on the back with like one of chalky hands, and you have that fingerprint of like 5 other dudes on the same end of his shirt. That was like, oh yeah, they just reshot that scene. Like this was their 6th or 7th attempt, and they only had one shirt.
I'm really
no brush.
I'm really wondering, like, in how much time they needed to shoot the film.
The film? I mean, it's a 15-minute thing normally.
Yeah, normally, I know, but
like a week normally to shoot the whole thing, to get it all in there. Again, not a lot of location changes, which makes it really easy. And they had a lot of long takes. They do cut in between them, but I think they're just like a theater piece. Sometimes you said that yourself. It had like that feeling of a theater piece.
Yeah.
That it was like more of stage performance than anything else. And that's definitely true, because a lot of those people have a stage background.
Yeah. But I was wondering if how the camera, like how they used the camera, if it was due to a limited budget, or if it was at the same time in the apartment to create a feeling of being imprisoned, kind of.
Yeah, or being there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you're being. I think that's what the camera really does well, is it's very intimate. It's creepy sometimes in how intimate it is, especially during the sex scenes.
We saw the guy touching her knee for like a minute or two.
Yeah, at least, with very, very unpleasant music in the background.
Was it a good transition?
Yeah, okay. Sound.
I think the music was basically there to cover up the rapey...
the overtones, the actual overtones that they showed us. Yeah, definitely. And the moment he got it in there, it switched into happy music. Like Super Mario achieving a level, like getting a star, and he's like The music is bad for the most part. Like when he listens to it on the radio, I think it's again budget thing where they just couldn't afford actual music rights.
Oh, that's a lame excuse. I think,
the piano guy was the best thing in there.
Yeah, true.
He was it was like live music, and he's just like, I don't know what I'm playing. I don't know the notes. And it worked for the heavy lifting thing, but otherwise the sound is garbage. And also the sound editing is weird sometimes, where when somebody whispers, you can't hear anything, and then they yell like motherfuckers, and you're like, okay, guys, tone it down. Even though this episode like is 80% yelling.
Yeah. That is true, and it seems like the women are only there to keep the others
in check. Yeah, like they're like the noise regulators. They're like noise cancelling headphones. They're like, dude, come on, chill it. Yeah, muffle it a little bit. Yeah, they are the mufflers. They're the muffs are mufflers. That was my best vagina joke so far.
I didn't get it.
Muffs are slang word for vaginas.
Oh,
and
in which
language? And a muffler is on a car what puts down the noise of the exhaust pipe. Yeah, so a muffler.
Okay, it was kind of funny.
Yeah, thanks, cheers. That's what I'm aiming for.
You're
here.
welcome.
Kind of funny. That's the secret slogan of my podcast is, yeah, I guess it's funny. I mean, we have guests, not guests. We have listeners who explicitly listen to this to fall asleep too. So.
Oh, cool.
Yes. I guess you're already asleep at this point of time of the recording.
Am I so boring?
We're both boring. Don't worry.
Cool.
Best
At least we're in that together.
Yay.
Hey.
So you said you had a best moment.
Oh yeah, definitely. But I had to wait for it until the end of the episode. But I really liked how the mother then said to her husband, yeah, of course you're the head of the family. And she said it like in a passive aggressive way and
just like the rest of the dialogue, yes.
Yeah, just like the rest of the dialogue, and you could tell like she wasn't believing in it, but she was very good in convincing him to.
And wait, did she wink?
She winked.
Did she wink or pulled her eyebrow up? I don't know. I remember one of the two, but definitely like to the rest of the room, like, come on guys, you know that I'm the real boss here. He's just the loudspeaker of my decisions, basically.
Exactly, yeah.
Which again puts a nice dynamic to the whole family. It represents what it actually was, where the man was like the egocentric exactly like an oaf basically, and the woman is actually who's keeping everything together so it doesn't fall apart.
True. Yeah, but it's still like this scene still didn't make up for everything that happened before.
For me, my best moment was definitely. What about Hitler and Austria?
That was my best moment. It wasn't the best moment on screen.
Yeah,
it was my best moment.
Yeah, but that was also.
I know what happened in the Second World War. I do.
Yeah,
I do.
Yeah, you did your geography. What was it again? History, politics. What did you say?
History, politics. But they really mumbled it. Should we tell them what happened?
About the dialogue.
About the dialogue.
Yeah, sure. Because
I was really struggling to understand Austrian.
Yeah. That's how they got it past the German censors, is by just mumbling the racist stuff in Austrian, and the Germans like, I don't know what he said. I have no fucking clue.
What was it about Hitler? Didn't get that.
Yeah, and the Jews and the Negroes. Yeah, because he says Jews and Negroes like 3 times in a row.
Like, Negroes what?
Yeah.
Who's Hitler?
No, and because it showed the shame of the post-war generation that had to rebuild the country, but also was kind of already collaborators during the Second World War. And his statement what could we have done? Like, every time you stood up, you were probably sent into a concentration camp or something. Like, there was legitimate fear of mortal danger. And it also portrays really nicely the Austrian sentiment of, oh, it wasn't our fault. They forced us to.
Yeah.
Those bad Germans. This German Hitler dude is a real bad
German Hitler.
Yeah, I mean, he is.
I know enough about history that I do.
Yeah, I know he's Austrian. He was Austrian.
I just want to point that out.
No, I know. That's every time I meet a German, he's like, no. He's your problem, guys.
Oh my.
But you took him. So, I don't know, it's like...
And I'm vegetarian, so he was kind of my peer group.
Yeah, shared fault. Let's call it shared fault here. But it really dived into the Austrian soul at that moment. That's like something you never talked about ever.
Yeah. But I liked how they just ended the conversation or the discussion
because,
like, it wasn't my fault, like, what should I have done? And
that's super realistic. That's
dialogue ended.
That's what actually happened. Like, it took me until I was 25 for my grandmother to talk about the Second World War.
My grandma still has
and I had
pictures.
to pierce her. Like, I had to be
okay.
I'm studying history. Come on. I need this for my history class, which I didn't. But I still needed the oral history. So I was like, come on, just tell it in front of this camera.
My grandma still has pictures on her wall. And
of
like,
Hitler?
No, but of me as a child, my sister as a child, my dad as a child.
Okay.
And then some people I don't know in uniforms.
Stasi or
no, before Stasi.
Were you on the east side of?
No, I'm Western.
West.
I'm West.
Okay.
I'm from the rural area. Who doesn't know about geography
right now? Come on, guys. we should have done the Arnold thing instead. Come on, this would have been way funnier.
No.
Yeah, those were our best moments, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
very limited.
Pretty dope stuff. No, it's a good. I like the episode. It has a few really good moments. It definitely captures this working class soul really well.
I mean,
where people are poor, because it fucking starts with them having no shower cabin, and she's like, "We need a shower in our apartment," and he's like, "Nah,
Brausebad."
Yeah, and he's like, "Nah, there's a public shower like a few blocks away, and you can just shower in the sink like a normal human being."
Like Katzenwäsche.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Is there an English word for that?
I'm sure. Sponge bath, SquarePants.
Yeah, works.
Yeah,
works. Yeah, but I think
he was rubbing himself off with a Patrick Star.
Yeah. I think it was very interesting for me. It was less a working class thing, but
that SpongeBob joke sucked.
Sorry, I'm too tired to get off your jokes.
It takes so much.
I don't experience a joke to come up, and then you have like joke alert.
Yeah, wait, I should install one of those applause shields.
Yeah,
like
I need them.
Button right
I
here.
need them.
Like applause, guys, applause.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, this is funny, hilarious. Yeah. Fine, let's turn to the secret category in that case, huh? Turns the fucking frogs gay.
What?
Turns the fucking frogs gay? Because what would Mundl be nowadays?
Oh yeah.
And our theory was a guy who would vote
Weinstein,
for Trump.
But without money.
Yeah, again, poor Weinstein. He would be
Louis C.K. without jokes.
Again, ooh, burn. Yeah, because they have the same hair. They have basically the same hair. They have the basic physique. I mean, maybe actually Mundl is more fit than. He can lift 100 kilograms. That's not bad.
They were fake weights.
You think those are fake weights?
Sure.
You think? I don't think they could afford fake weights for the shoot. They just were like, does anybody have weights in here?
No, they were definitely fake. It would have been too much effort to just put them there.
You think it would have weighed down the shoot?
Yeah.
Dragged it down. To the bottom of the sea.
I know how all the film stuff works.
Yeah.
But I was more offended, not by his character, but I forgot her name, like the one who had sex then. Honey, yeah. Because she was so unstable, and she was like, "Oh, I don't want to have sex," and then he was like, "Oh, but I like you." Kiss,
she gave in.
And then she was like, but not even. She wasn't really. I don't know. She had no personality at all. Seriously, and I couldn't even tell why she was interested.
I think character-wise, she would be the closest thing you should be able to be relating to, because it's a younger woman. No, I'm just saying. No. Let me finish. But it doesn't work, because there's like 40 years between the two of you, and people grow up completely different now. She grew up like she was born probably when the Allied forces still occupied Austria. You didn't even realize that the wall has fell, right?
Kind of. Yeah. Well,
you were
people told me about it.
Don't touch those over there. Those are dirty East Berliners.
Berlin was very far away. I mean, the first time I was in the East, I was like 15.
Okay. Well, what did you do there? Just look at the poor people.
That's a funny story, actually.
Yes.
You want to hear about it?
Yes.
The first time I visited Berlin.
Yeah.
It was for a Christian festival.
Sure.
Or let's say it was because
Jesus,
it was because my Catholic girls' school paid for the tickets to go to Berlin.
Nice. Free vacation.
Yeah. And we were sleeping in the sports room of an Eastern school, which was kind of fun. Like, imagine 30 girls sleeping in a sports room.
Creepy.
And then group showers and all of that.
How old were you? 15.
15.
And I don't find this attractive at all.
And then, but I wrote down in my notebook back then, that is actually really true. Lisa, you should not forget that. You have to move to Berlin sooner or later to be happy.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, and then I did, and to afford the...
And you're still not happy.
I'm still not happy.
You're
happy.
like, Lisa from 15 years ago, you suck.
No.
You should have written down Paris, you dumb bitch.
No, but Berlin has been great.
Yeah, Berlin has been great.
But to cover the costs for the move,
I
in the honor of the event that brought me to Berlin the first time, I took my Christian community cross and got it melted.
You melted down your community cross.
Yeah, it was only 50 euros.
Wow, in raw materials.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. Somebody cheaped out when they bought it for you, huh?
My grandparents.
Your grandparents were so...
I know.
Lisa does.
I'm their favorite grandchild. Can you tell?
The rest got wooden crosses.
At least I'm still wearing the necklace.
I didn't even get communionized.
Good for you.
Yeah, I didn't have first communion and I didn't have... What was the other thing?
I don't know, I didn't get
There's
that.
baptizing, communion, and then a third thing.
Firmung? Something like that?
Firmung, yeah, exactly.
I was thinking about it because of the money, but then I like, no.
I didn't do any of those things because my parents baptized me only because I am a bastard child and my parents never married.
Nice.
And they, like, as an excuse... to my grandparents, they baptized me, but still they got the most hippie priester they could find, Catholic priester, and he baptized me Eastern church style with the tub and the full submersion.
Nice.
Yeah. There was actually half of the people in the church were just people who wanted to see that.
Okay.
And I was the title picture. My penis as a baby was on the title picture of the church's newsletter.
Cool.
Like 5,000 people saw my baby dick.
Are you still suffering from that?
It's like I can still go into that town and basically everybody over 30.
He has the tiniest penis.
Everybody over 30, I can say, you probably saw my dick already.
I hope the size changed.
Oh yeah. No, of my body, yes, my penis is still the same. I still have that tiny baby dick. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it's more fun.
So we covered the dick joke as well. Let's move on.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So yeah, Mundl would be definitely a right-wing nut nowadays with the internet. He's the perfect character to serve fake news to because he would just yell it back at you. Please, your impression.
Yeah,
No, please, come on, try it. Try your best.
Yeah, but
Mundl.
I don't have content. Yeah, I need to get content.
Like something about. Yeah, that's a good Viennese impression.
Yeah. You don't need...
No, seriously, that's like 3 separate British comedians in Vienna have used this to independently. They came up with this that this is like the Austrian dialect. This me.
Really, that's Austrian? No, I was thinking that's just of males complaining about.
Well, yeah, true.
Females.
You mean
getting equal
about those
rights.
walking vagines? Yeah.
Vagines? I like how you pronounce it like
vagines.
Aubergines.
Yeah, aubergines.
Is it a vegetable?
Yeah, an aubergine, yeah.
God.
Stupid. So stupid. I love it. Thanks for being here, man.
Yeah.
Final conclusion. So, would you recommend this? Would you watch...
For rapists, yes.
Would you watch, like in how-to?
Yeah. How to rape a woman and
with
pretend it's love.
Yeah, and also make it a gray area enough so that the court rules in your favor.
Yeah. Put on music.
Yeah. Put on music.
Cheesy music.
Put on music so the neighbors can't hear her screams.
Get a hotel room.
Yeah, so the neighbors can't hear your screams.
And don't let each other see you naked.
Yeah, exactly. Deniability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we explain that? What happened there? I don't know. Nah.
They took their clothes off in the wrong order. Basically.
In the wrong order, and they weren't allowed to watch each other.
But he did turn on the light.
Yeah.
He did turn on the light because he wanted to see her.
Do you think they had a foreplay?
A foreplay.
A foreplay.
So stupid. Yeah, Canadian.
Still not wet.
Yeah.
Just go in. We only have the room for like half an hour.
We tried the dry run first. I mean, by the way he was horny, I'm just imagining him immediately when he felt the vagina on his penis.
Do you think he saw her vagina?
No, just felt the vagina on his penis. He
only on his penis,
jizzed.
not hands off.
Yeah, hands off. Yeah,
that
he definitely
would be too much,
jizzed
too
immediately.
intimate.
Yeah, he jizzed off immediately. Yeah. And that's, I guess, the loop
I'm pretty sure the foreplay was like, but I like you so much. And she was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. This is...
I'm ready.
Yeah, he's mildly into me. That's enough to get me hot and bothered.
Maybe it's the last guy who ever cares about me. I can relate to that.
Yeah, Torschusspanik.
No, it's not Torschluss. No. Well, Torschlusspanik is only like marriage and about getting babies, right? I only care about.
It's applicable to when you're like turning 18 and you want to bang. It has to be before I turn 18.
True. Yeah, that's why I got into my first relationship.
Really?
More like, I don't want to wait any longer.
See.
The problem was it took me 2 years to notice that.
His shit.
No, I mean.
Your shit.
Let's say like there was no sexual tension from my side, and I was really concerned I might be asexual, and then I just realized I'm just not into him. But it took me like 2 years.
What was wrong with him?
Well, he was more like my younger brother. I don't have a brother.
Good.
The feelings.
He was more like my younger brother. Actually, he was my younger brother, and.
And he was so jealous.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, that turns off the sex drive faster than anything. Is the wrong kind of jealousy.
Yeah, wasn't good.
All right, so would you recommend this? Would you watch more episodes of Mundl and echter Wiener?
Sure.
No,
seriously. Let's say I wouldn't watch it in my free time.
You won't watch it for a podcast.
Unless you make me to.
Okay. I mean, you also need an Austrian to German translator.
Exactly. Yeah.
You need somebody there who can like take you through the plot. But otherwise,
I need help.
For me, it still holds up in a good range of fields. It's still a good show to enjoy as an Austrian.
So you would just watch it for entertainment?
I would watch it for entertainment if somebody else hasn't knonon it yet.
Okay, so entertainment like Eurovision Song Contest, like let's watch it together and make fun of it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because I couldn't imagine like watch it alone
I'm not gonna watch this alone.
Fun of it.
I did that when I was a kid and there was nothing better on TV. But nowadays I'm like, nah.
I'm relieved.
There's better content.
I'm relieved.
It still has especially it gives you a real nice look into like the 70s.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, those dresses and those skirts look awesome.
What do you say?
And the Super Mario guy that looks like the Super Mario guy, the gay Super Mario guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was hot. Those were the heavy lifter with the hot pants.
You could see half of his cheeks.
The ass cheeks were those parts were butt was falling out of those bridges. Yeah. All right. Do you have some internet domain plugs? Do you have something where people can find you? Do you have a Twitter or
Facebook.
Something? Yeah, Facebook.
I have Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah.
Because I'm a Berliner.
Yeah, then plug away.
Well, just look for my normal name, Lisa Frischemeier.
Yeah.
But only look on Facebook and Instagram. Don't Google me.
Okay, it's links in the description below. Subscribe to all the fucking FFPÖ stuff that I'm doing. So check it out, guys. And come back the next time when we will discuss something completely different. Bye!